Hi there guys, quick video here on Alexa Bliss. The criticisms that always seem to be around, regarding the consistent push WWE gives Alexa Bliss are inaccurate and misguided. Oh, this article, by the way, before I continue, was found on Daily DDT. Anyway, I'll continue. Alexa Bliss's main roster run in WWE has been, without question, a success. Alexa was a superstar who didn't exactly light the world on fire during her NXT run, no doubt in part to spending an extended tenure as a lovable fairy character. However, Alexa would indeed find some success portraying a heel character alongside Buddy Murphy and Wesley Blake as a valet manager for their NXT tag title ascension. Notwithstanding this, the main roster success of Alexa Bliss on paper is staggering. Since getting the nod to join the SmackDown Live brand in the summer of 2016, Alexa has attained 3 Raw Women's titles, 3 SmackDown Live Women's titles, 1 Women's Tag Team title, along with Nikki Cross, which she's just recently won, and she also won the Money in the Bank back in 2018. I don't remember her winning 3 SmackDown titles. She may have done, I thought it was 2, but this article is 3. Despite this success, there are a lot of criticisms that are directed towards Bliss. Comments range from Alexa isn't a very good worker, to Alexa has just attained success because she's blonde. These comments are consistent and seemingly appear every time she appears on TV. Do these criticisms have any weight? Let's dig deeper. Firstly, Bliss has only been wrestling for 6 years, which is not a very long time in the grand scheme of things, especially for someone who was fast-tracked to success very quickly. So in turn, for someone who has been wrestling for that short time frame, are the criticisms toward her in-ring work fair? I acknowledge that she isn't one of the stronger female talents from an in-ring perspective, yet those who may be more talented in-ring wise may struggle in other areas, such as a character and promo work. Alexa's character work and promo ability are up there with some of the best female talents of all time. I would agree with that, with the promos. I think Alexa Bliss is great on the mic. She's better on the mic than a lot of the men are. Think about it for a minute. Which female is able to deliver such a strong heel promo to the degree that Alexa can? You could argue AJ Lee, but that's the only name I can remotely recall. Maybe Mickie James, like when she came back during that feud with Becky Lynch. Her first promo was very good. The criticisms directly aimed towards Alexa regarding her in-ring work, in my view, are misplaced too. These are the reviews of the person who wrote the article. I'll give my views as I continue. There is always a bigger picture, especially on the grand stage that is WWE. Alexa not so long ago uploaded a video to her Twitter page where she shows off some of her in-ring abilities, featuring moves we've never seen her do on TV before. The Twitter post seemed to be a direct message to the critics who state she can't wrestle and is simply in the established position she's been awarded because of her looks. Another key issue in relation to this debate is that Bliss is not the only stakeholder in her character and performance. Vince McMahon and WWE agents have a huge say in how she should perform. So there is a strong chance that Vince and the aforementioned agents would prefer Alexa to work the more cowardly heel style instead of the obvious babyface style that she was showing off on her Twitter page. There could be some truth in that. They do limit a lot of the wrestlers in WWE from some moves that they can actually do. They limit the amount of moves that they do in a match. So there could be some truth in that. If you look at what value Alexa Bliss offers WWE from their perspective, you'll get why they position her in the manner they do as well. Bliss constantly gets huge reactions from all demographics, whether you like it or not. So in turn, why wouldn't WWE position someone who gets these kind of reactions in a featured role? I completely get that point. She certainly does get strong reactions from the fans. From WWE's perspective, Bliss is someone they can guarantee will get a reaction and deliver scripted dialogue convincingly and effectively. She, in essence, is everything they want a top star to be. Are her matches underwhelming? Maybe that argument has some weight, but they clearly impress Vince, who is allegedly known to prefer character work over match quality in any case. And there is a divide between fans and that way of thinking, especially today. It makes business sense to put Bliss in the position she's in. Over the past 3 years, she has become a household name for WWE, and in turn their marketing. She is heavily promoted, which in turn shows equitability in her character and her performances in question. The comments concerning Alexa Bliss being in the position she's in because of her hair colour and appearance are also misguided. Vince no doubt has a history of preferring appearance over ability, but is this really the case here? WWE is a brand that relies on character work and promo work as much, if not more, than the actual wrestling ability of his talents. That's true, even though, NXT, they certainly favour the in-ring work a lot more than what the main roster does. If Bliss wasn't able to deliver in the avenue of promo work and character work, then the argument would have some weight. But fortunately, she is able to deliver in that aspect. If Alexa was to turn babyface, maybe these criticisms would die down. She would be able to show off her in-ring abilities and hopefully convince the critics that their complaints were misguided. Obviously if she was a babyface, then she wouldn't be playing the cowardly heel role, which she does. I feel it's paramount to realise that Alexa Bliss is not the only stakeholder in how she performs, that the majority of her work is going to be directed to come across a certain way. No doubt this is frustrating for some, and maybe even Alexa, but no doubt the criticisms towards her are misplaced and frankly unjust. That's the view of the person who wrote this article. I do agree with some of that, especially the fact that obviously WWE do favour promos and character work over the actual matches. In regards to her in-ring work, I think at best Alexa's an okay in-ring performer. But some of her performances lately have been poor. Like 2 or 3 weeks ago, that fatal 4-way elimination match that the crowd completely turned against. They completely shit all over that match. And Alexa's performance in that was poor. she didn't really do a lot. She spent a lot more time outside of the ring than actually in the ring wrestling. And really, all she did in that match was like just put headlocks and that on. She didn't do an awful lot. She didn't really bump at all, and that's been like that for a little while. So I do think there is an element of truth in that her in-ring work isn't up to scratch. Well, I mean, like, it's poor. But obviously, I do see why WWE push her, just because of her character and promo work. She does play the role of the bitch really well. I do understand like fans' frustration with her in-ring work. Sometimes I watch a match and feel the same way. Anyway guys, if you enjoyed this video, then hit the like, subscribe, and don't forget to share, and I'll see you next time.